Hey guys, greetings from the Lolo National Forest here on the border of Montana and Idaho. Today we're going to be hiking the Blossom Lakes Trail. Blossom Lakes, something like that. And I'm spending a couple of nights here just outside of Missoula. So I got a couple hours to drive after this. This is not too long of a hike, about 6 miles, maybe at the most like 1,200 feet gain for elevation. So not all that bad. I'm excited to get out here and see a trail that has a lot of good ratings online. Lots of people are here too. We have like some people with motorcycles and whatnot. As you can tell, we're at basically the summit of this pass here, and not too far away from Thompson Falls, Montana. So, Cortana, you ready to get hiking? You excited, kiddo? Yeah, you've been in the car for a couple hours, so let's get going, okay? All right, let's roll. All right, so we're about, I don't know, 1.25 miles in right now. Not many vistas, that's for sure. No signs of wildlife, but that certainly has to be attributed to a fair amount of people here. It's cool enough to where, Cortana doesn't need to have water breaks every 10 minutes, so that's good. Lots of shading, as you can tell here. But yeah, I'm kind of waiting for the payoff. Looks like we have a nice little climb ahead as well. We definitely had a good downhill portion there, right, Cortana? We even saw like a little chipmunk or a squirrel. Yeah, I know, right? You really wanted to chase him up the tree, didn't you? Well, now, would you look at that? We found our first stream here. Cortana loves the running water. We made it. And the journey was well worth it. There are a few people hanging out toward the entrance. We got this nice little plot here to ourselves. And some shade. What do you think, Cortana? One thing she loves to do when we're hiking is find sticks. She found this one that's like taller than I am. Oh yeah, she likes to also eat the grass. All right, well, I'm gonna chill out for a minute, grab a handful of trail mix, and maybe even take a little dip because I got my river shoes. Oh my God. I think she wants to build a raft or something. It's definitely cool, but it's not that cold actually. I could probably get a little deeper if I wanted. I'd have to strip. But then again, I'd have to charge those people for admission. This ass did not shake itself free. All right, you guys wanna watch Cortana swim? All right, get it. Good job, girl. She's gonna be so tired tonight. Okay, we just made it back, and this behind us is the road to get to our lodging and Airbnb. We're gonna be on the road for about 2 hours here. Cortana had a really good time. She was a little feisty over there at the lake. She wanted me to throw the stick in the water a bunch for her. You can tell she's a lot more tired now. That certainly was a contribution. But yeah, that was a pretty fun hike, huh, girl? Do you want another treat to celebrate a very successful jaunt, my friend? Actually, I cannot do this one-handed, can I? Here, I got you, kiddo. Anyway, so tomorrow we'll also do some hiking. I'm not sure exactly where that's gonna be. But assuming that I'm not too sore, we're gonna have ourselves another fantastic trek ahead of us. So we're gonna hop in the car and get over to our lodging for this evening. Hey guys, so right now I'm at pretty much the top of a mountain, or at least it definitely seems like it. And the trail that we're gonna hike today is the Reservation Divide Trail. This was one that I was thinking of hiking a couple months ago. And yeah, it's definitely a journey to get out here. It took about an hour, but half an hour of that was up a dirt road. And you know, it's pretty rocky and you can only fit one car for a lot of it. So we had to be extra careful. Fortunately, no cars on the road except for one truck. But yeah, we're really high up elevation right now. I don't know, we might be up like 5,500 or 6,000 feet. And we are supposed to climb quite a bit on this trail. I don't really know too much more about it, but it's supposed to be beautiful. Weather-wise, we're in good shape, about 55 degrees right now. Yeah, it's supposed to be like in the mid 70s today. Maybe not so much, you know, on or with elevation this high. Not too sore, fortunately, as well. Cortana is, she's ready to explore. So anyway, let's get underway. All right, so I might be about 3/4 of a mile in. And as you can see around me, it's just incredibly dense forest. I've seen like squirrels and like chipmunks or something. Other little rodents, but pikas, is that what they are? Anyway, we got ourselves a little steep climb ahead. I think the elevation gain for this was like 3,000 feet over, you know, 3.5 miles one way. And then we'll have, you know, 3.5 back. But yeah, the conditions are great so far, actually. There's some shading. It's not that warm, but you know, there's a little bit of humidity in the air, a little moisture, so that, you know, I feel like I'm just fine. You know, my blood's pumping. So yeah, I've been climbing a little bit, and this will be an interesting climb ahead. How you doing so far, Cortana? Yeah, hanging in there. She's been great so far, just staying right behind me on this narrow trail. This tree here must have been like completely devoured by termites or something. Well, there's some pretty big holes, or you know, maybe it's home for like, I don't know, like woodpeckers or something. I don't really know too much about that sort of thing. And then right next to it, I found this tree pretty interesting here. It's like a pair of grilling tongs almost. Now it's split like that. This almost looks like it was like part of a Hollywood set or something like that. It's got this path right here. I don't see anything in there. Okay, so we finally got to the first sort of wet area here. It's just mostly mud. But as you can tell here, got all these like ferns or whatever you want to call them. Hanging in there, kiddo? All right, let's keep it going. All right, this is our first clearance in a long time, pretty much since the beginning of the hike, if anything. I can kind of see a peak at the top through the trees. No wildlife, but it'd be interesting if we could possibly encounter mountain goats. This looks a lot like Ch-paa-qn Peak in the Kaniksu Forest. It's a pretty gnarly tree there. Anyway, we've just started what I think is going to be a pretty steep ascent. But thankfully, we're being rewarded with a gorgeous view of these mountains. Okay, so here we are at the junction. As you might be able to tell here, we have a 1/2 mile to get to Ch-paa-qn Peak. Now, I think you can go this way and kind of go around it and then eventually ascend, but I went down that way a little bit and it was just going downhill too much. So if for any reason we had to turn back, I wouldn't want to have to hike uphill for that and then go up what I'm gonna show you here. So it's a 1/2 mile, and I imagine it's only gonna get steeper from here. So we're gonna get started. It's about what, like not quite 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so we're making good timing. Cortana's doing pretty well. We'll definitely get her some water when we get up to the top there. You're doing so great, Cortana. And then we'll descend. All right, so here we are at pretty much what is the summit for this hike. At least I didn't see a continuing trail after this flag in the ground. So I'm gonna just consider this one completed. Although there's, you know, if you want to scamper up and do this, you certainly could, but you know, I'm just not really in the mood to take that on. We've gotten in a great hike so far, right, Cortana? You've been exceptionally good, of course. Yeah, you're gonna have a nice long nap when we get home in a couple hours. So yeah, I think that we'll probably just chalk this one up to a dub, even though there could be mountain goats up there. But yeah, I mean, this has been a beautiful hike. Good weather, really good weather. A little bit of a breeze if you can hear that through the camera. I'm totally gonna upgrade this mic, or at least upgrade from the default mic. But yeah, this is just gorgeous. No surprise. All right, so Cortana and I just made it back. We made really good timing. It's only 2:15 in the afternoon, and so we got about an hour drive ahead of us. And then I'm gonna have to calf up here because I wanna hit a sports bar and maybe watch some football. Seahawks and Niners. Should be a fun one to watch. So yeah, I'll have to also show you guys the little house that I'm staying at. Anyway, Cortana did fantastic. I accidentally left her little water bowl at the summit though. I had it separated from the backpack for a moment there, and I totally forgot to pick it up. So we used my hat to catch the water. But yeah, everything worked out just fine. So it's been a good time out here in Montana. I just wish I could stay here for like, I don't know, 20, 25 more nights. That'd be nice. But of course I gotta get back and start packing up for Europe. And then to wrap things up, this is where I've been staying the last 2 nights. This beautiful little tiny house here. Not too far off the grid, about 30 minutes away from Missoula. Let's have a look inside. Oops. Hey, sweetheart. I know, girl. We'll head back in just a little bit, okay? So yeah, desk space. This was Cortana's bed, in part. I did bring her actual bed, but she liked that quite a bit. And then you have single burner for cooking, although they gave me access to their kitchen in kind of a guest house there. Little mini fridge. They even had a couple of White Claws in there for me. So yeah, no running water right here, but I had what I needed with the shower in the bathroom and whatnot. A heater for when it gets cold, and yes, it does in Montana. Or you can just wrap yourself in this bear pelt, or this coyote pelt right up here. Sorry, I'm a little short of breath. I was lifting some stuff. And then yeah, this is where I've been sleeping the last 2 nights. And somehow I did not fall off of this ladder. So that's gonna do it for this one. Let me know if you want more videos like these, of course. If you have any other ideas, shout them out down below. I'm also going to be doing some vlogging like this when I'm in Europe, of course. And hopefully have a chance to explore some nature, not only in Iceland, but also in Finland. So thanks so much for your support, guys. I'll catch you later.